Lesson 282. I will not be afraid of love today.
Hi there. Have you ever considered that the biggest obstacle of the realization of love in your life might be an underlying fear of love itself? How about we dive into this concept today and uncover a deeper truth that lies beneath the surface of what we see and know? Let's discover what Lesson 282 has to unveil on this topic.
I will not be afraid of love today. If I could realize but this today, salvation would be reached for all the world. This the decision not to be insane, and to accept myself as God Himself, my Father and my Source, created me. This the determination not to be asleep in dreams of death, while truth remains forever living in the joy of love. And this the choice to recognize the self whom God created as the Son He loves, and who remains my one identity.
Father, your name is love and so is mine. Such is the truth. And can the truth be changed by merely giving it another name? The name of fear is simply a mistake. Let me not be afraid of truth today.
In other words, at first glance, at a superficial level of understanding, we may ask ourselves, why would I be afraid of love? But if we delve a little deeper, just beneath the surface of our conscious awareness, we may discover that, indeed, we carry a fear of love. We're not referring to romantic love, where many of us have experienced our share of fears, of betrayal, abandonment, rejection, humiliation, manipulation, and so on. Beyond this, it might surprise us to realize that one of our most hidden fears is the fear of love itself. Why is that? A Course in Miracles teaches that we fear love, that unconditional and universal love which ultimately defines who we are, because this love reveals to us that our truth transcends the limited self with which our ego identifies. In essence, the love of God demonstrates to the ego that its very existence is nothing but an illusion. Love signifies the end of the ego, it is its death.
Lesson 67. Love created me like itself.
Lesson 229. Love, which created me, is what I am.
So, it becomes clear that embracing love requires going beyond our fears. The more we identify with our ego, the more fear takes hold. The more we indulge in our ego's thought patterns and way of dealing with our lives, the deeper we get trapped in its delusions, moving further away from recognizing and accepting ourselves as God created us.
Lessons 94, 110 and 162. I am as God created me.
Yet, it's crucial to remember that this fear is just as illusory as the ego itself. By understanding and embracing today's idea, we can bring about peace not only for ourselves but also for everyone around us.
Lesson 48. There is nothing to fear.
Lesson 152. The power of decision is my own.
It's our commitment to recognize our true nature, as our divine Creator sees us, full of love and devoid of fear. It means consistently making the decision to identify with our true essence, our holy self, rather than the limited ego consciousness of our typical worldly mindset. We are love. God is love. Everything else is mere illusion.
Lesson 238. On my decision all salvation rests.
We've been on this journey for a while now, and you might recall some past lessons that emphasize the importance of love and our true nature, like when we discussed how our reality is shaped by our beliefs and perceptions.
Lesson 274. Today belongs to love. Let me not fear.
Today's lesson builds on that foundation.
I will not be afraid of love today.
I will not be afraid of love today.
I will not be afraid of love today.
Isn't it such a relief to know this? Recognizing that love is our true nature and there's nothing to fear about it. And yet this could be way out of our comfort zone, that we may find ourselves struggling in the attempt to release fear and embrace love. Should this be the case, isn't it just an invaluable blessing to know exactly what we need to do to reach the love of God? Keep up with your practice morning and evening. And remind yourself of this powerful idea every hour today. If you fear, or feel as if you're holding back yourself for some reasons, repeat silently to yourself.
I will not be afraid of love today.
You're doing a fantastic job. Your commitment and openness to these lessons are truly commendable. See you tomorrow for another insightful lesson. A quick reminder, we're currently journeying through the section What is the Holy Spirit in the workbook for students. If you haven't watched the intro to this section, look out for the video link that should pop up on your screen in a sec.
If you enjoyed the video and found it helpful, please don't forget to give it a like and leave a comment. Thanks. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. There's a new lesson every day.